Hello friends, welcome back. I am Maddie and I have been going all over my house trying to find an aesthetically pleasing background, but the reality is that I don't have one. So if you are new to my channel, then this will not matter to you, but if you are returning, then you will realize that there was a long gap between my videos. And that is just because we have had a lot going on. We have been remodeling our house, which is fantastic. We used to live on a houseboat and we sold the houseboat. And so with some of that money, we decided we were going to go ahead and remodel where we are living right now. And so that is what all of that back there is. That's what all that back there is. And then you're probably going to see like back here, there's stuff back there. It's just a little bit chaotic here, but that also wasn't a reason for me to not want to go ahead and start decorating for fall.
I really miss the houseboat.
Yeah, she says that even though whenever we lived there, she was like, I can't wait to get off of it. So I don't know. But we love where we live. We are very thankful for it. It has been a huge blessing for us. And so before we get into the haul, I want to talk to those of you who have been here either from the beginning or even for just the last couple of weeks. This is going to be for you. And if you are just a new person and you want to see all the goodies that are lying behind me that we got on our recent trip to Branson, then please feel free to skip all of this and I will have a timestamp for you as to when I actually start getting into the haul. Something that I really wanted to talk to you guys about that have been here for a while is that you have noticed my absence, hopefully, and if not, that's okay. We have had a lot of stuff going on with remodeling our house, but also my mother was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer, and the specific cancer that she has is very aggressive. So because this cancer is rare, it's a little harder to treat, but we have started her on chemo, which is great. It took a long time for us to finally get to that step, and so we are prayerful that that is going to heal her. And I mean, we don't know. It's all in the Lord's hands. And so we have been spending any free time that we have with my mom. And so with that being said, I haven't been able to do my regular content. And I've also really been feeling a heavy burden for the fact that as much as I love reading and I love books, I mean, I have an entire library about it. I mean, I spend my free time reading when I can, but I have learned that since we have now moved on to our property and all the things that we've been doing here, I don't have as much time to read, and I don't have the luxury of being able to create the content that I used to, because when you lived on a houseboat, your chores were quite minimum and it was very simple and we had a lot of free time. But now that we don't, I am struggling to figure out when to fit it in and how to fit it in. And so I have been praying about what I want to do, because I do still have that desire to create the content and to have you guys come along with us and to just kind of see what our lives look like and things like that. But I was trying to figure out how to fit it into the niche that I was in. And Cody and I had a very long conversation over this last weekend of what to do moving forward. And here is our conclusion. As you guys can probably tell, I have a new channel name and a new, whatever, picture, all that stuff. I haven't done it just yet as I'm recording this, but it's something that's going to be happening. It will be done by the time you see this. And so that is because, again, as much as I love books and I will still talk about books on this channel, that is not going to be my main content anymore. And I know many of you guys subscribe specifically for the books, and that is just fine. And I also understand that this is going to affect my subscriber count for right now, and that is just fine as well, because you want to watch what you want to watch, and I totally get that. But I figured, well, this is a channel that I have worked really hard on for quite some time, and it's a channel that I do love and appreciate, and so I still wanted to just continue to use it and continue to grow this with myself and in the way that I am growing and shaping and all that stuff, and just kind of make it more of a place where I get to show you guys our real life and it not just be book related. And so this is probably going to look more like home decor sort of stuff because I love home decor, and I did little snippets of that in this bookish cottage, but we lived on a boat and so I could only have so much. And so that is why there's a huge haul behind me, because we finally live in a house. But then also we are living in a single wide that was abandoned for several years, and we have had to go through and remodel it, and then we had to remodel it again because we had to just make it livable, and now we're making it a place where we want to live. And so those are two vastly different things for us. And so I figured, hey, not a lot of people get to see this sort of stuff, and not a lot of people have a ton of content out there for remodeling single wides. And I thought, hey, why not show you guys this? We're gonna show y'all that we don't come from money, we don't have a lot of money, and the only reason we were able to do this is because the grace of God provided us with some land, and it happened to have an abandoned, rundown, disgusting trailer on it. That's all it is. And so we are going to be doing lots and lots of remodels. If you guys are interested in seeing how you can turn a single wide trailer into a cottage house of your dreams, which is of your dreams, it's actually just my dreams, but then come along with us, because that's our goal. That's our goal, and to show you how to do it on a budget and how to do it, you know, whenever my husband works full time and I'm a stay-at-home mom, and so how to make all those things, you know, work together for all of these. And you're gonna probably have to watch me learn how to do a lot of things, because I want to get stuff done and I can't always wait on my husband's schedule. So I gotta learn how to do that. But then of course decorating is going to be a big part of it, and just family life, and hopefully we will be able to also continually remind you guys that you guys are precious to the Lord, and that He admires you and He loves you, and that you guys are cherished by Him. And so that is something that we have also really been praying a lot about with this channel, is that we have seen the Lord work in our lives over the last couple of months in some extremely big ways that we never really expected, and in some ways that are hard, but we're seeing beauty come from it. And so we really wanted to make sure that our channel ended up being something where when you walk away, even if you're not a believer, you still feel like you have been lifted up, and that you have been supported, and you have been, you know, just given some sort of sustenance to walk away with. And so that is how we came up with the name Grace and Hammer, and that is because we are going to hopefully be showing you guys all the grace that the Lord has been giving us, but then also that we are going to be doing some hard work with the things that the Lord has given us as well, and we are going to be stewarding it well, because that is something that we have not always done. That is my spiel at the beginning of this. I was trying to figure out when to fit this in, and I figured this is just the best time. As we're starting new, let's just make this the first video where I tell you guys what is going on, and thank you guys for watching who are, you know, gonna continue to watch, but then also for those of you guys who are gonna sign off and leave the channel because it's no longer books, that's just fine. I thank you so much for the time that you spent with me, and I hope that you guys will have some fantastic reads in your future, and I hope that I do too. Let's go ahead and get into the haul. So something I'm realizing that I'm gonna have to start getting used to is I'm really trying to change the way that I'm doing these videos, and part of that is the fact that I am a stay-at-home mom, and I do have a daughter who loves to be front and center. She is not shy whatsoever. She does not want me to keep her life and herself private necessarily from you guys. And so that's something I'm just gonna have to get used to. But also you guys are gonna have to get used to the fact that you're gonna be hearing her a lot. And right now she's upset. So she's also very dramatic. And so that's just gonna be part of it, guys, I promise. She is just upset because she has a lot of emotions. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. Otherwise, if I wait for her to calm herself down, we could be here for a while. So we're gonna start in with just whatever I can grab. Honestly, I have not done a video like this before. I have done book hauls, and those are a little bit different than this. And so bear with me as we figure this all out. So first off, I wanted to show a couple of candles because you can't start fall without candles. And I got these from TJ Maxx and they smell phenomenal. So this first one I got is apple spice, if y'all can see that. I think I have my thing. Yeah, the camera's not gonna focus super well on it, but this is an apple spice. It's by Charming Farmhouse. Like, it's a wood wick and it smells so good. You wanna smell? It smells pretty good, right? Yeah, so the thing with this is that I had to go down that candle aisle and I had to look at every single candle that they have, which is not a small feat, because I will not use synthetic fragrances in our house because it affects my hormones, it affects my skin, and I know that it affects Piper, and I don't want her to have to deal with all the issues that I've been having to deal with because I did grow up with the synthetic stuff. And so it is very hard to find candles that are made with essential oils and made with real essential oils and not fragranced essential oils. So that's like a whole different thing. And then the fact that I try to also make sure that they don't have some of the, like the wax, not all the wax is good for you. And so this is one that as of right now, I do trust. I have to look more into it, but based off of the label alone, I'm okay with this brand. And because I love this brand so much, I decided I was gonna grab something else from them. I grabbed this big hunka chunka thing, and this is the pumpkin spice because I am a pumpkin spice girl through and through, and it smells, oh my gosh, it smells divine. I know. It's amazing. So as y'all can see here, that might be easier for you to see. It's the pumpkin spice, and again, it is Charming Farmhouse brand, and I was shocked at how massive this candle is, and I got it for $17, which I think is a steal because, again, finding a candle that is not going to slowly kill you is hard. And so to only pay $17 for one, I'm like, yes, please. Okay, so now I'm just gonna randomly grab stuff, I think, that I can get a hold of, and then I'm just gonna kind of show you it, okay? So while we went on a trip to Branson to celebrate our 7-year anniversary, and while we were there, I of course had to go thrifting because why not? And so I picked up this cute pumpkin. I am obsessed with it. I got it for $6.50 and I thought that it was worth it. I don't really know what it was because it has these holes in it, so maybe you guys will know, but I thought she was just a stunner. So we got her, and I also got this one, as you can see here. I got her for $6.50 as well, and I loved her. I did find one just like this, and it had leaves. So right here you can see this metal thing. It had leaves, like a metal leaf, should I say, that was on it. And I was looking at both of them, and I still just loved the way this one looked more without the leaf. And so I got this, and I thought that she was just going to be beautiful to use somewhere within the house. Of course, I have no idea where any of this stuff is going. And then while we were at that same one, I went ahead and picked this up because I feel like you can't decorate without some sort of bird because I love birds. Our daughter is named after birds. And so I thought that this was just really pretty. I loved the color of it. I thought that this would work great with fall, and she was only $4.95, and I thought that that was just a steal for this. And she is like a, a cookie jar, but I obviously would not put a cookie in that because she ain't big enough for cookies. So then other things we bought was I got these towels from TJ Maxx. I love them. They're 100% cotton because we also try to not do synthetic materials in our house when possible. And so the fact that I could find 100% cotton, super cute Christmas, no, not yet, fall towels. Yes, I was all there for that. So I got that, but then I also had to pick up some other ones, which you will see in a second. We got this from the thrift store in Branson, and this was probably one of the more expensive things I bought there. It was $16, and I'm still kind of debating on if I should have done this one or not, because I'm pretty sure I probably could find them cheaper, but I really liked it. And so this is an apron. I'm trying to open it up for you guys. An apron that has just this gorgeous sunflower pattern, and then I love that it has the stripes on it. And so I just thought that this would be really cute, and I always hang my aprons up on my pantry back here, and so I thought this in the corner would definitely help bring in some of the fall without it just being pumpkins, because if you let me, I will do pumpkins galore. You're gonna probably notice that I've still done it even though I haven't tried. Okay, let's talk about this bad boy. This is probably my pride and joy. I got her from TJ Maxx and she was $20, and I thought that is a heck of a steal for something like this. And she has like this gorgeous metal, like that is metal, metal topper, but stem for the pumpkin. Anyways, and so it is a cloche. This is called a cheese dome, if you will, but I think that that is outrageous, because as much as I love cheese, I don't think I could fill this thing with cheese and only cheese. But I loved her, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with her, but I couldn't pass it up. There were only 2 left, and when I grabbed this, another lady snuck up and was like, oh, I think I need one, and this other lady was standing behind me waiting to see if I got mine. So that could have also been an impulse buy, but I don't regret it in the slightest. I think that she is fantastic. I don't even know where to go from here. How about, since we're on the theme of pumpkins, I show you guys some of these, which these did come from, I wanna say it would be the Target area, because it has like this square. Anyways, it's these super cute pumpkin pillows, and I'm sure the person probably, I know, aren't they? I'm pretty sure the person got these on a super big sale and then sold them to me for the same price that I would buy them at brand new from Target, but that is okay. And Piper is going to go ahead and cut the tags off of these. But yeah, I bought these for $5 a piece. I thought that that is not bad whatsoever. They're super cute. I will not put them together, otherwise I think that that's just a bit too much like cartoony together, but I love them.
Let me cut this off.
Let's leave that one on, and I will, that one I can just rip off.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, you can do, careful, you can do that one. Some other things that I got from the same thrift store were these 2 super cute bowls. I don't even know how to show you them. They were $1 a piece, and I love them. I normally have up here, I have 2 shelves that sit there, and that is where all of our bowls and plates and our coffee cups go. And I normally have some that match each of the seasons, so I just took down my spring ones. Well, obviously they all came down because of working on the house, but when that goes back up, I'm gonna put these on there instead of the springtime ones. And I think that that's going to be a perfect little pop, and there's something that you can use, and so I think that that's absolutely worth it.
Guys, my baby cousin is coming any day now.
Yes, so at the time of this recording, my brother and his wife should be having our niece, or my niece and her cousin, which is super funny. And I had asked them to at least wait until we got back from our vacation, and we got back late last night, and that is when they started going into labor. So it was really funny, just the timing of it, but she is our first real cousin and my first niece that I've ever experienced being birthed, and so I'm very, very, very excited to meet her. And so are you gonna show them something that we bought for her?
Yeah. These are her socks.
Yeah, Cody and Piper picked her out these super cute socks, and then she's also gonna grab this cute dress that they had bought for her as well. Yeah, here, so it looks like this, and it has this cute, I love that it has just, careful, you're bumping on the camera. It has this cute like opening, the ruffle opening here to make it a lot easier to change diapers, if you know what I mean. So I thought that that was super cute.
Mom!
It's true. Okay, other things that I got from TJ Maxx that have to do with smells is I really, really wanted some, they're not in here, I'll show you in a second, but I really wanted some essential oils. And so of course I had to check all of these, because some of them are, even though they are essential oils, they are still fake. Hold on. I had to check all of the ingredients to make sure that they were 100% no synthetics, no fragrances, no dyes, anything like that. And so this one is 100% for real. I would use this one again. It's called Woolsey's. I really like Woolsey's. This is the one that I am still a bit on the fence for. I'm not quite sure. It doesn't say that it uses any fragrance or anything like that, and so I'm hoping that it doesn't. So if any of you guys understand the essential oil side a little bit better, let me know what you think of these, but I couldn't pass them up. So this one was $10, and then this one was, I don't know how much now. I think it was like $7, maybe. But they were the perfect mixtures. I will show y'all them. They were the perfect mixtures of smells for fall. So we have your pumpkin citrus, which I love, love, love this one. I actually added this to my cleaning spray that was fragrance free. And so now it smells like clean pumpkin. The next one from that one is sage pumpkin, and that one just smells, you know, like sage and pumpkin, but I love it together. And then it has white pumpkin, which is just a bit of a brighter smelling pumpkin. And then lastly, of course, we have our pumpkin harvest, which smells just like as if you were to go to a pumpkin harvest. It smells so good. And then from the smaller box, we had, it come with autumn spice, and this was just an already made mix that they had, sandalwood, and then also cinnamon. And I did end up realizing that somebody apparently has either gone through and like changed out some of these and picked out the ones that they wanted, or that was why TJ Maxx got them. I don't know how they get their supply, but this was actually supposed to be a vanilla, but that's fine. I don't care. I love the smell of all of those. So I got those to help with like cleaning stuff, and for me to do a diffuser in the house and everything when I don't want it to necessarily always be candles. Another candle that I got was this super cute one. This was also from TJ Maxx. It is part of the Martha Stewart line. I guess I've never bought something from Martha Stewart. I didn't even know she had a line, but I'm not surprised by it now. I did realize when I got home that there was supposed to be something here and that's missing, so I don't know. I will not be burning this one because it is synthetic materials, but I thought, well, she is super cute and that will look great if I just set it somewhere and it'll just kind of be like a faux, you know, hot chocolate or something like that. And so I just thought that that would be very, very cute, but still, like, she smells wonderful. She really does. And I probably shouldn't just be sniffing up on her, but I can't help it. I can't help it. Something with me is that I stopped doing any sort of caffeine a couple months back, and because of that I have really gotten into drinking teas, and so I know I needed to have a pumpkin one, and so I found some pumpkin spice black tea, and it is organic, which I think is awesome. It's the Secret Garden blend, and this I got from TJ Maxx for $4. Yep, $4. So I think that's a steal. I got this super cute garland from that thrift store in Branson, and I know I kept thinking I could just make this for myself and it would still be just as cute and I could save $6, but then I'm like, I'm not gonna do that, so let's just buy it. So I just bought it. It was $6. I thought she was super cute, and I just love how like rustic she is, and it's not just all one pattern, so I really love that. The next thing I got from the thrift store was this super cute thing. So this would be one where I would put that massive candle that I bought, I'd set her just right in the thick of this, and I love that it has like, they're not little tiny pumpkins, they're supposed to be something else, but they look like little tiny pumpkins. Like they're precious. That backlighting is making it a little hard to see, but I thought that this was super cute. It was a little over what I would normally want to spend on something like this, but I just really, really liked her, and I don't have anything like this, so I figured, hey, we're gonna go ahead and get it. It's $9, why not?
I just can't keep my eyes off it.
Something else that I got from TJ Maxx was this. I have been wanting something like this, but I have been very, very particular, but I loved this look here. And so while this isn't something that I will only use for fall, this will probably be a year-round staple, it is going to be used first in fall, and so I figured she should be shown right now. And I love this. You're going to see this style, like the scallop style, a lot in my house in the future, so you know, be looking out for those videos. But I love her, and I think she was like, what, 14? Yeah, $14, and I'm like, you can't beat that. I love the look of this. I love that she's a dark wood because we're using a lot of lighter woods, as you can see on my table here. And we have butcher block, which we did the lighter butcher block as well. And so yeah, I'm obsessed with this. I was able to thrift this basket, and I thought that was perfect. Every time we went into a thrift store, I would be telling Cody how I am struggling with the fact that we used to have all of this stuff. I used to have all kinds of fall decor, and I used to have all kinds of baskets, and I mean, all the things that you would decorate with. But whenever we moved from our big house into our houseboat, we had to get rid of a lot of it because we didn't have enough space in storage to keep it, and I definitely couldn't use all of it on a houseboat, and we genuinely thought that we were going to be living in a houseboat for a lot longer than just a year. And so I got rid of everything, and so now I'm like, dang, I have to start over. And I keep thinking about these things that I had sold that I loved and I miss them. So now I have to try and find similar because I'll never be able to find those things again. I got this gorgeous bottle from a thrift store. She was $2 and I thought that that was a steal, and I really needed some greens because I have a lot of oranges and I have a lot of reds, mostly oranges because of pumpkins, but I have a lot of reds and some yellows, and so I thought, well, green is another color that I really want to be bringing in as well.
Send that into the water and send it to the pirates with a letter.
Sure could. Here is a bottle that I bought. It was $9, but I loved this side of it. It definitely gave me some fall vibes because that looks kind of like wheat, but I thought that this was really cool. On the back here, which is kind of hard to see because of all the backlit, that's Benjamin Franklin, and I didn't know that they had bottles like this. And I don't personally care about the fact that it's Benjamin Franklin, if that makes sense. Like, he's a cool dude, but I just didn't know that they made stuff like this. And so the fact that, I thought it was cool. Would I normally spend $9 on an amber bottle? No, I wouldn't want to, but around these parts, yeah, probably, because amber bottles are hard to find, and when you do find them, they're always expensive. I got myself this super cool candle holder. I am not sure if she's going to be a year-long one or not, but I loved her. I love the massive base. I have no idea where I'm going to use her at. I was really trying to find matches with my candle holders, but that didn't happen. Well, I did find a set that I liked, but I didn't love, and they were more expensive each than this one was and the other one I bought. So I went with the cheaper options because I did like them more as well. So, I mean, I guess I did find a set, but I didn't get it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And the other candle holder is this super cute one. I like that they are different heights, different shapes, and they're also different colors because I think that those two put next to each other is very, very, very pretty. But they're still cohesive, but they're still separate. And if I wanted to use them at different times, then I absolutely could. I could use them in different locations, or I could just use them together and they'd still work great. And I love that. So I got this one. I think I don't have the tag on here anymore. I want to say she was maybe like $5 or $6. Another thing that I'm kind of sad that I'm having to buy is old books. So I did get both of these books. I love this one though. It's called Iron Woman, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then this one, I'm not even sure what it is. The Boys and Girls of Garden City. I love the front of this one. I thought it was super, super pretty. This one is just very basic, but I thought that these would be perfect for fall to set them up just like that. That way you can see the spines, but you can also see the top of this one. I got them each for $4.99, which is a bit more than I would want to spend on books, but I don't have a lot of places that I can lay out books anymore. And so I knew I only needed a couple of them. So I figured let's just go ahead and, you know, splurge and just grab these ones while I could, instead of me trying to decorate here in the next couple of days and then not being able to find anything and then having to run all the way into our city, which is not close by, to grab stuff. I got myself this, which is a copper pot. As you can see, it does have the lid, and she is in such great condition. She's dirty, but she's in really good condition. And so we don't use, or we've been trying not to use any of the scratch resistant Teflon sort of cookware. We've been trying to use all stainless steel, copper, or the cast iron. And so I couldn't believe when I saw this one and it was in such good shape. It was $18, which might seem like a lot, but this is not going to be used as just decor. It will be decor, but she will also be used and she will be useful because I do not own a cast iron or a stainless steel pot like this. And so I am very, very excited for this, and my mom will, she will be beyond excited for me because I found this. So speaking of cast irons, I am good with cast irons. I don't actually need any, but I did buy some more. Some of them were because they were such good price. You're gonna see those right there. But this one is mainly because of the color. I had heard of these, and it is just a Lodge brand, you know, so it's not like this, you know, big fantastic brand or anything. I mean, it's a good brand, but it's not like a vintage brand or anything like that. But I didn't know that they were real, if that makes sense. I thought that there was some sort of catch, but I got this one, and she is pink. And I am beside myself because no, this was $25. But I thought for a really good cast iron, I do have to clean it up some. You'll see some of these like scratches. It's just from where they seasoned it and then wait long enough for it to like really harden in. But I mean, the fact that she is pink and she is just stunning. My kitchen is pink and this is going, she is going to make me so happy when I'm cooking. And I think sometimes that's worth it. You know, like the Lord gave us likes and dislikes for a reason, and I think that sometimes we really need to press into those. And if we don't like cooking but we love the look of our cookware, then we're going to want to cook more because we're going to want to use it, we're going to want to see it in action. And this is one of those things. I do happen to love cooking, and so I think both of those things are going to go hand in hand, but this is going to make me even more excited. And guys, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with her. Now, she may cook awful. I don't know. I've never used one. We also went to Kirkland's while we were in Branson because the Kirkland's close to us was shut down a couple years ago. And I haven't been to a Kirkland in years since that one shut down. And they were having a 40% off sale on their Halloween decor or their fall decor. And so I was like, well, let's just step in there. Well, that ended up being more expensive than I thought that it would be because I found so much. And Cody was like, babe, we've been saving for this, it's fine, go ahead. And so I did spend quite a bit of money there, but I got these, which I think were the most darling things. Let me see if I can just get one out of the package for you because I think it's worth it.
I'll open it.
Well, I got it. Yeah, these are going to be like 100% up my alley because they got the little bows, but they also have that little design, like it's not just a smooth pumpkin. It looks like, I can't think of that. Why can't I think of that? Ta-da! There you go. So this one comes in the set of 3. So you have just this cute little taupe one, the green one that Piper just showed you. And then there is also this cute orangish one.
Oh, so adorable.
Yeah, I think these are going to be perfect. They really fit my cottagecore vibes without screaming cottagecore. A couple other things that I bought was I got this, which this actually, I'm pretty sure this would have been like the base to a like a lamp or something because it has a very, very small hole here. But it was $1.50 and I thought, well, I could do something with this because this is full metal. Like this thing is hefty. And she could be a super cute like candle holder, or I thought I could do something like this, you know, where somehow I, you know, support one of these on there or something and just make it to where she, you know, she's used, but it's not necessarily in the manner that she was supposed to be used. But for $1.50, you can't, you know, not try.
That is really heavy. I told you that don't get that.
Okay, shh. I got these from the thrift store. They were $2.50, which I think is overpriced for these because I'm pretty sure when they came out they were cheaper. But something I have learned is that if I am going to miss the season that they come out and not buy them from the original store, then I'm probably gonna have to pay a higher price at a thrift store to get them later. And that is fine. I still think, you know, $2.50, that's fine. These are cute. They're not your oranges and reds. And so I think that having some natural neutral colors is going to be perfect. And these are just little pops of that, and I love that. And this one you can't really tell. It has the same design as this one. It looks kind of like wood, but you can't quite see it on the camera. I had been wanting some salt and pepper shakers, and so I finally found some from Kirkland's because I did used to have some and those ones sadly broke. They were some of my favorite ones. I got them from Cracker Barrel, and they were owls that were like farm. No, you didn't break them. They were like farm related, or not farm, farmhouse, like cottagey related. And I just, they broke, so I needed some more. And then I got this one, which I don't normally do like cutesy stuff with my decor, but I love to put like little tiny things like this in my bookcase, and just like a couple, if not just one of them, just so that there's like a little splash of whimsy somewhere, because I love, you know, let's think about fairies and let's think about gnomes and stuff like that. And so I thought, you know, $2.50, pretty sure this one came from like Dollar Tree or something, but it's fine. This is another towel set that I got. These came from Kirkland's and I couldn't pass up. These are actually stitched on there, as y'all could probably see from this view. Hey, you gotta stop that. That's too loud. Here we go. And these were $14.99, and then of course the 40% off, and it came with 2 of them. And so this is going to be your super cute ribbed, and I love that it has a little fringe there. If I would have found these first, I probably wouldn't have got those other towels. But what I love is that these can be 100% decor, and the other ones can actually be useful because I got them at such a steal anyways. And then those other ones are going to be a lot easier to wash than that one is. But because I also love that style, Cody happened to find this cute pillow for me. And when I saw it, I could not pass it up. I am obsessed with her. She is not cozy whatsoever because this is all like embroidered stuff on here, and I love it so much. Normally, I try to stay away from doing pillows that are not covers, and it's just like the actual pillow, but I'm pretty sure, let's open it, because this one does have a zipper, which is good because I need to be able to wash stuff around here. And okay, so there is a pillow inside, so I technically I scored. So I just got a pillow and a pillow cover because I try to only do pillow covers, if I'm being honest, because it takes a lot to have to store an entire pillow. But I can start changing this one out, which is very exciting. And I guess the tag is not, so this was originally 40 bucks, and I would never in my life spend $40 on a pillow, but it was 40% off, and that was still a little expensive for me, but I really, really wanted this style and I wanted this design. This is going to fit the cottage style that I have in my house, and she's just, she's stunning. I couldn't pass her up. And it doesn't help that Cody fed that addiction by just bringing her over to me. I didn't even see her. I got these cute little, they're like measuring cups, but I would say that they're more like prep bowls. And I had been talking about how I really, really wanted some like fall color ramekin sort of things for whenever I am doing prep stuff, or whenever we just need like a little thing for dipping sauce or whatnot. And so got these. They were $9 from the thrift store, which I think is a little bit much, but they are from 2004, so they're 20 years old, and I think that that's insane to say that, but I love them. I think that they're very cute, and they yeah, they're a neutral color instead of the orange like all my pumpkins. This is not fall related, but I had to buy this because I am a huge tea drinker now, and so this is one of those cups that also comes with the this thing. The name is blanking. Anyways, so it has the cup, then that, and then I love that you can put the top on it to help keep your tea nice and warm. And so when I saw this, it was in a store, so that's the reason why we went in there. And then they also had a lot of teas. And so I went ahead and grabbed several of those teas, and I will show you them now. So we got this set, which is the Happy Holidays Trio Sampler. So you're gonna have your chocolate candy cane black tea, your red hot toddy, which this one's gonna be for Cody. I don't do hot toddy stuff. I don't like that stuff. They're all caffeine free though, which is perfect for me. And then you have your spiced ruby cider, and I think they smell divine. And so I'm very excited to use these ones. But those are gonna be more for Christmas. But I did get some fall ones. And I did already sample one of them. So we have the cherry pie. This is the one that I tried, and it was divine. And she smells like cherry pie, but fall, and oh, she's so good. It was so super good. This one does contain caffeine, and this is the old fashioned. This one is for Cody. It does smell like an old fashioned. I am not an old fashioned fan, but it does smell very good. And then this one is caffeine free, and this is the pumpkin cake, and it does smell like a pumpkin ooey gooey cake. It is just, it's divine, and I'm super excited. Oh, I'm super excited to have this one. Yeah.
Oh, that smells so yummy.
Yeah, I know. I think it's interesting that Cody does drink caffeine, and so the ones that are his, they happen to have caffeine in them. And it's kind of funny. I also snagged these from Kirkland's. They are flameless candles, and they have the cute designs on them. As y'all can see, the pumpkins and the plaid. And I am very excited. I was wanting some of these because I do already have some little like candlestick holders, and then I obviously just bought some more, and so I really wanted some fall ones that had the designs. And then these were originally $12.99, and they were of course the 40% off, and so I thought that that was a really good price compared to having to try and buy some off of Amazon or something. while at Kirkland's, I could not pass up getting one of these sachets or however you call it. It is all essential oils, and I thought that this is going to be perfect to put in my car because I, of course, still want it to feel like fall in my car, even if it's just my car. I got this from Kirkland's as well, and it is a super cute little cutting board. It says Hello Fall, and it's an acorn, and as you can see, it was originally $20, and of course we got it for 40% off. I don't normally buy stuff like this, but I do have two smaller cutting boards that I use to, you know, decorate with, and I thought, well, this would be just a cute little pop-in one, and I love that it has this little cheese knife with it too. I thought that that was really cute. So, fan of that. I did also get this. I have to be careful. I got this from the thrift store. She's super cute. I got her for $7.50. They had apparently bought her for $5.99 at Goodwill, but that is just fine. I think she is perfect. She's just a little cookie jar. I don't have a cookie jar like this size, and so we don't do cookies, but I will definitely find something. I will find something for this, don't you worry. I love her so much. She might end up being somewhere where like I stash my teas or something for this season. I haven't fully decided just yet.
Guys, that's a big painting.
We got this from Kirkland's, which, again, I know I have a lot of pumpkins, but I thought she would be super cute. Y'all can't really see, but there's a wall just like this. On the other side, there's a door over right here, and then there's like that same wall right there. And I thought she would be perfect on that. So we had to get her, and then I think that it's in everything, give thanks, 1 Thessalonians 5:18. I love that it had that Bible verse on it, because that is something that we are striving to remember, is that in everything, even in the season that we're currently going through, continually give thanks to the Lord, because he is good and worthy of it. And so I love that. We got some more cast irons from a thrift store. We didn't need them, but they were $8 a piece. So we got this one, which I have not had one like this before, and I think this is more like a lid, but I'm not entirely sure. There's a hole here that you guys can see, and there's not one here. So I don't really know what its intention was. Piper's bringing another one. This is gonna be a little hard to see, so I wanted a really big picture. And I have some big plans for this, and this is going to be a book cover or a bookcase picture, but I love that it's like it's printed, and then they went in with some like faux paint and like dabbed it on there to make it look like it was actually painted. Like that's brilliant. You know, it's something I could do. I wouldn't do because I'm lazy like that, but it's a very cool idea. So got that, and then I had these two cast irons as well. They need some deep love. As you can see, this one is very rusted. This is a 7, which I don't actually own a 7. I own an 8, but I don't own a 7. And so I mean, it's not a huge difference, but this is, it's a very good one. It's a very nice one. It's made in the USA, which is wonderful. And she is just a good, solid, sturdy one. And it always makes me wonder, like, what sort of stories could this tell me if it could talk? You know, what has it seen? And then this one I am also very obsessed with. She's hefty. She was $8. She needs some desperate love, as you can see. Very not well taken care of, which I can't say anything. I have ruined many a cast iron. They're definitely like leaving you know, stuff all over my table and hands. But this one, we can't figure out what it is or who it's from or anything like that, but that's because the bottom is still so super caked. But if we can get this thing cleaned up, she's wonderful. She has a wooden handle, which I have seen, but I've never owned. And so I thought, well, $8, well, shoot dang, she is fantastic. And I will keep this one, and the other ones I could, you know, gift or sell or something like that. But this is one that I would definitely keep, because that is just very unique, and I love it. And so these will definitely be hung up here soon once we get them all cleaned. And now my hands are disgusting, so I'm happy that I ended with this one.